The Trump administration and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. could be coming for your snacks.
President Trump and I are going to stop the mass poisoning of American children.
Their target is ultra-processed foods, which account for an estimated 70% of the nation's food supply. Think sodas, cereals, and frozen meals,
which often contain added sugars, starches, and fats.
They're linked to chronic health conditions like diabetes, cancers, mental health problems, and early death. A lawsuit alleging that ultra-processed foods led to a young man's diabetes has been filed in Philadelphia, and more similar lawsuits are likely. Claims that Big Food knowingly manufactured and sold harmful and addictive products resembles the claims leveled against Big Tobacco before a landmark $206 billion settlement was reached in 1998. The food industry has spent millions of dollars in lobbying to undermine efforts to regulate its products or marketing. And for years, the federal government has steered clear of regulating fast food, junk food, and ultra-processed food. Their definitions are all debatable and often overlap. Now, attitudes might be changing. The Make America Healthy Again, or MAHA movement, is championing natural foods and alternative medicine. RFK Jr., whose nomination to lead the Department of Health and Human Services still faces Senate confirmation, is one of its frontmen. He has pledged to remove processed foods from school lunches, restrict certain additives like dyes in cereal, and shift agricultural subsidies away from crops widely used in ultra-processed foods. Some of his ideas for improving the American diet and taking on processed foods have fairly broad bipartisan support, even with a divided Congress.
Huge profits by enticing children and adults to consume ultra-processed food and beverages loaded up with sugar, salt, and saturated fat.
But will taking on Big Food be enough to make Americans healthier?